Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. The chapter Ma yufsilu salata, that which corrupts the salah, wa ma yukrahu fiha, and that which is makruh, it is not good to do in the salah, right? So if you look at Sahih Hidayah first, he mentioned all those things, you can say awariz, that comes when you are reading your salah. If you look at the first awariz that we discussed, like where your wudu broke unintentionally, etc., we can call them awariz samawiya. What we can call them? Or awariz ghair ikhtiyariya. So those things which a person didn't intentionally bring, unintentionally wudu broke, etc., etc., right? But here we're going to discuss the awariz ikhtiyariya. What we're going to discuss? Awariz ikhtiyariya, where a person intentionally brought something, a person intentionally broke his salah. Now, was a ghair ikhtiyariya. Now here we're going to study the ikhtiyariya. So normally the ghair ikhtiyariya ones, like you making namaz, salat, and unintentionally your wudu broke, etc. They are the more common ones. They are the more famous ones. That's why they were brought first. They are kathirul wuqu'. I explained earlier. Now we're going to discuss the awariz ikhtiyariya. What we're going to discuss? The awariz ikhtiyariya. So before we look at the ibarat, I just want you to familiarize yourself with some type of terminologies here. If you could write it down, it will be good. One is you get khata'un, and one is nisyan. And one is you get sahu and nisyan. If you look at sahu and nisyan, then you get sahu and nisyan. Khata' and nisyan are two different things. Khata' means you didn't forget, you done something wrong with the conscious mind. You understand what I'm saying? You done something wrong with your conscious mind. Generally, if you look in, you see sahu and nisyan means forgetful. So one is khata, is a mistake with the conscious mind, and then you look at nisyan. But I tell you, nisyan, it's used as synonyms, right? And like to forget something. So some ulama say that nisyan and sahu is the same thing. Like we say to do something forgetfully. But some ulama, they differentiate between the two. So some ulama say that if you look at sahu means, you can say temporary forgetfulness. It is embedded in your deeper mind. It is embedded in your deeper mind, but temporarily you forgot it. Right? You got that sahu, that it is in your subconscious mind, but briefly your conscious mind forgot, right? And nisyan is that your conscious and your subconscious mind forgot it. Your conscious and your subconscious mind forgot it, right? And when you made the mistake, you forgot it. It was totally out of your mind. So you consciously made that mistake. And then khata is that way. Remember, the khata is that you know that this is not right. Right? But you done for that moment, you done the wrong thing, so to say. You know this is not. I'm not supposed to speak in Salah. You know that, but mistakenly you spoke. You know you're not supposed to speak in Salah, but when somebody came, hey, what you doing? Were you taking my book, whatever? But you know you're not. You didn't forget that you're not allowed to speak in Salah. You understood that? Okay, let's read the masala now. الخطأ. So see, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. وَمَنْ تَكَلَّمَ فِي صَلَاتِهِ. Whoever spoke in his salat, amidan, intentionally. What is intentionally? You know you're not supposed to speak in salah. And you said somebody was stealing your phone, or somebody's going for your phone. Hey, what you doing? Leave my phone, right? Amidan. Oh, sahiyan. We told you sahiyan was what? Temporarily you forgot. Remember what we told you there, right? So whether you done it intentionally, yes, you can say so, yeah. Just check here. Right. So you can say a person spoke amidan intention. No, I don't think so. I think amidan here means like you know it's wrong, but you just decided to do it because you thought at this point in time to protect your phone is more important, right? Right. Oh, sahiyan. Sahiyan, I told you, you temporarily forgot that you're not supposed to speak in salah. بطلت صلاته. His salat will become batil. خلافا للشافعي. Contrary to Imam Shafi, في الخطأ والنسيان. Uh, contrary to Imam Shafi with regards to the khata and the nisyan, in the nisyan masla. Khata, I told you what was nisyan. I told you you forgot. I told you, yeah, most of the ulama say sahiyan and nisyan is the same thing, right? Although I told you sahiyan is your conscious mind forgot it temporary, but it's still in your subconscious mind, right? But the same as and khata is where you, I tell you, khata is where you, khata is where, right? Yeah, they explain it like this here. You know this is not what you're supposed to do, but you do it unintentionally. That's what you're saying, yeah. Correct. You know you're not supposed to do it, but unintentionally you done it for that moment, right? So, so see, so Imam Shafi said, if you khata'an, if you spoke, you're not supposed to do it, but unintentionally you done it, and nisyanan, forgetfully, whether it's in your subconscious mind, it's not in your subconscious mind, right? Then your salat will still break, right? So this is Imam Shafi's opinion, right? Right. Carry on. Right. So, وَمَفْرَغُهُ. What is the basis for this here? وَمَفْرَغُ الْحَدِيثُ الْمَعْرُوفُ, the famous hadith, which is right. So وَمَفْرَغُ الْحَدِيثُ الْمَعْرُوفُ. This the proof for the Shafis is رُفِعَ عَنِ الْأُمَّةِ الْخَطَأُ وَالْإِسْيَانُ. That's when something is done by mistake or something is done unintentionally, then you're not G. وَمَفْزَعُهُ, sorry, مَفْزَعُ, right. So then you're not accountable for it. وَلَنَا قَوْلُهُ عَلَيْهِ السَّلَامُ. But our proof is this, that Nabi Sallallahu said, "Inna salatana hadihi." That our salah la yasluhu fiha shay'un min kalam nasi. That the talking of people is not appropriate in it. وَإِنَّمَا هِي التَّسْبِيحُ. You make tasbih, subhanallah, وَتَهْلِيل, Allahu Akbar, وَقِرَاءَةُ الْقُرْآنِ. You recite the Quran, right? So now we need to answer the proof of Imam Shafi. رُفِعَ عَنِ الْأُمَّةِ الْخَطَأُ وَالنِّسْيَانَ. Like I tell you, khata, you done something wrong unintentionally. You were not intending to do it, you done it. Nisyan, you forgot you're not supposed to do it. So how do we answer that? وَمَا رَوَاهُ مَحْمُولٌ عَلَى رَفْعِ الْإِثْمِ. We say what that hadith means there is وَمَا رَوَاهُ مَحْمُولٌ عَلى رَفْعِ. That not that it does not have its effect. It will have its worldly effect, but in the akhirat you're not accountable. So in other words, it will break your salah. If you spoke in your salah unintentionally, right, you forgot or whatever, right? So it will affect your salah, but rufi'a ithmuhu fil akhirah. The sin has been waived in the akhirah. You understood that? وَمَا رَوَى مَحْمُولٌ عَلَى رَفْعِ الْإِثْمِ. Right. بِخِلَافِ السَّلَامِ سَاهِيًا. But contrary to where a person made salam, sahiyan, forgetfully, like somebody was passing past and you passing past by there, you forgot you're not supposed to make salam. So you said assalamu alaikum to that person, right? So that is sahiyan. We tell you nisyan in size more or less the same, right? لأنه من الأذكار. Why? Because it is, if you look at assalamu alayka, what is it? It's a zikr. And here, you forgot that you're not supposed to do it. So there's no intention of speaking to somebody. So it will go to its default ruling of being a zikr. You understood that? لأنه من الأذكار فيعتبر ذكرا في حالة النسيان. So it will be considered to be a dhikr في حالة النسيان, in the condition where you forgot, right? وكل right, carry on. Yeah, so we said if you intentionally made salam, you were supposed to say assalamu alayka, assalamu alayka. So there's a kaf there, you're addressing a person. So that shows you, so you can't say no, this person was just making zikr, because he remembers and there's a kaf there. So that means shows he was speaking to somebody, he was making dua for somebody, etc. Right? So وَكَلَامًا فِي حَالَةِ التَّعَمُّدِ. So when a person forgot that he's in salat, then we'll say it is a zikr, because it has the meaning of zikr and he forgot he's in salah. But where he remembered in salah and he intended to make salam to this person here, we'll take it to mean kalam. We'll take it to mean kalam. Why? Because the kaf shows that he knows he's speaking. The kaf shows that he knows he's speaking to somebody. You understood that? Okay, carry on. Read the next one. Okay, so the next ibadah here, they're explaining when a person, for example, sometimes you don't speak, but you make sounds, ooh, like how we make, but in Arabic you say ta'awwaha, etc., etc., or anna ya innu, means right? So okay, fa in anna fiha, a person made anna ya unnu at-ta'nin, aw ta'awwaha, right? أو بكى, or he cried. So this refers to all the involuntary sounds, right? فارتفع بكاؤه, and his crying was loud. فإن كان من ذكر الجنة أو النار لم يقطعها. If this person was crying because of the fear of Jahannam, he was mentioned of Jahannam, فإن كان من ذكر الجنة أو النار, or if it was because mid because of it, right? لم يقطعها, it will not cut the salah. لأن يدل على زيادة الخشوع, because loud. Okay, the answers will come. Just follow sister, right? لم يقطعها, it will not cut the salah. لأن يدل على زيادة الخشوع. The fact that he is saying, crying because he heard of Jannah, or he's saying, whatever, etc., etc. This shows he's concentrating on his salah. This shows he's not turning away from his salah, right? So we'll say it will not break the salah, right? Carry on. Because it indicates to more concentration in salah. But if a person got hurt, for example, he said, ow, right? Or, right, وَإِنْ كَانَ مِنْ وَجَعٍ أَوْ مُصِيبَةٍ, or he heard some distressing news, somebody passed away, he said, إِنَّا لِلَّهِ وَإِنَّا إِلَيْهِ رَاجِعُونَ, قَطَعَهَا, this will cut the salah. Why? لأن فيها إظهار الجزء والتأسف, because in this he is making apparent jaz'i, his jaz'i, his uneasiness, والتأسف, his sadness. فكان من كلام الناس, so as though it is from the speech of the people, right? Right. وأنا أبي يوسف أن قالوا آهن لم يفسد في الحالين. So as Imam Abu Yusuf said, when he said whether it was for something of the Quran or whether it was something of the dunya, he don't differentiate. He don't look at that. He look at the letters, right? لم يفسد في الحالين. It will not corrupt the salah in both cases. ورواه يفسد, and ورواه, and he also what you get? Sorry, not رواه في الحالين. Ahun yufsidu. So you're saying ahin will not corrupt the salah, but ahu, that will corrupt the salah. So how is this? And here he's saying you do not look at why you are saying it or for what reason you are saying it, but you look at the letters, how many letters there is. وقيل الأصل إنه, it is said that the principle according is this: أن الكلمة إذا اشتملت على حرفين. He said if what the sound that came out of this person's mouth, it is two letters, right? أن الكلمة إذا اشتمل على حرفين and وهما زائدتان أو إحداهما, and if there are two letters or more, if there are two letters or more, أن الكلمة إذا اشتمل على حرفين, if it includes two letters, right? وهما, and they are زائد. What do I mean by زائد? See, look at this letter. اليوم تنساه, اليوم تنساه, right? That is all the letter of the Zai letters. So if they in this word there are two letters or more, and there are two of the zawa of these letters al-yawma tansahu, then that will nullify the salah. Quite a complex principle you got. See there. But he's saying ishtama ala harfaini. If the word he said has two letters, wahuma zaidatani, and both of them are zaid, أو إحداهما, or one of them are zaid, right? La tafsud, it will not. In other words, it must be two letters and more, and the two letters and more, they must be from original letters. They must not be from zaid letters. You understood? وَإِنْ كَانَتَا أَصْلَتَيْنِ, if these two letters or more are from the asl letters, tafsud, it will become batil. وَحُرُوفُ الزَّوَائِدِ جَمَعُوهَا, and the huruf al-zawaid, they've gathered it in the one saying al-yawma tansahu, right? It means all these letters, and today tansahu, you will forget him. وَهَذَا لَا يَقْوَى, but he's saying that this principle of Imam Yusuf is not a very strong principle. Why? About two letters or more, and if the two letters or more, there must be two asl letters if it is one asal letter and two zai letters, it will not break the salah. Say, وَهَذَا لَا يَقْوَى. This principle is not strong. Why? لأن كلام الناس في مفاهيم العرف يتبع وجود الحروف في الهجاء وإفهام المعنى. I say, the main is kalam breaks salah. And what is kalam? Kalam is that which people can understand something from it. Right? So لأن كلام الناس في مفاهيم العرف يتبع وجود حروف الهجاء. Doesn't matter which any of the حروف الهجاء, but so long as إفهام المعنى people understand. ويتحقق ذلك في الحروف كلها زوائد. So this about conveying a message, it's not restricted to whether it's حروف زوائد or حروف غير زوائد. It doesn't matter. It is found in all حروف, right? So this about saying that it must be two or more letters, and from the two or more letters, it must be a حروف زوائد. It's not a very sound principle. We stop there. We're going to switch over to the tafsir, inshallah.